Welcome to Lesson 9 of PropLead's Wholesale Real Estate Mastery. In this lesson, we are covering goal setting and business planning for your first 90 days. By the end, you will be able to build a 90-day action plan with measurable weekly, calculate the lead volume needed to hit and allocate time and budget across lead generation. Why most new wholesalers quit before deal 1. The most common failure pattern in wholesaling has nothing to do with the market, the competition, or even the legal complexity we covered in the previous lesson. It comes down to this: new wholesalers confuse activity with progress, and when progress feels invisible, they stop showing up. They make 50 calls on a Tuesday, hear nothing but rejection, and conclude that wholesaling doesn't work. What they're missing is the foundation, reverse engineering your first deal. Before you schedule a single task or allocate a single dollar, you need to understand the conversion funnel that governs wholesaling. Every deal you will ever close starts as a raw lead and passes through a predictable sequence of steps. Your job is to know the ratios at each stage. Building your 90-day plan, phase by phase. Divide your first 90 days into 3 distinct phases. Each phase has a different primary objective, and confusing those objectives is a common beginner mistake. Phase 1, days 1 through 30, infrastructure and launch. This phase is not about making money. Time allocation, the part-time wholesaler's schedule. If you are wholesaling while holding a full-time job, you have approximately 15 to 20 hours per week to allocate. Here is how to distribute those hours for maximum output. Daily non-negotiables, 1 to 2 hours on weekdays. Morning, 30 to 45 minutes of outreach calls or text follow-ups before work. Evening, 20 to 30 minutes of CRM updates and scheduling next day tasks. Weekend block, 5 to 8 hours total. Saturday, property. Budget allocation for your first 90 days. You do not need a large marketing budget to close your first wholesale deal, but you do need a realistic one. Here is a practical baseline for a beginner operating in a mid-sized U.S. market. Minimum viable budget, $500 to $1, $500 for 90 days lead generation, 50 to 60% of budget, $300 to $900, driving for dollars app subscription, $30 to $50 per month, skip tracing for contact information, 10 cents to 25 cents per record. Budget for $2,000, $3,000. The practical move is to turn this lesson into action. Complete your 90-day dashboard today. Set up your CRM and create a simple KPI. Identify and reach out to one. Keep the focus on measurable activity, not just more learning. Here is the recap. Wholesaling is a numbers game. Work backward from divide your first 90 days into 3 phases. Track 6 core KPIs weekly. Contacts made, conversations. In the next lesson, we will cover how to pick a profitable wholesale market.